Are you ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this?
Welcome to this continuing series from Morgan Rees.
I'm going to be talking about songs that sound similar. Well, it starts back with John Lee Hooker, and he came out with a song called Boogie Chillin' in 1948, and his publisher sued ZZ Top, who came out with Lagrange in 1973. When they actually went to court, what came out of the whole thing was that John Lee Hooker filed the song as a song, not as a piece of sheet music. So that was one thing, oops. And then the other thing was when he filled it out in the forms, he checked that it was public domain. All of this came out in court, and then the judge that was in charge of this whole thing excused them. Just as a side note, John Lee Hooker, after this was all done and the dust settled, he came out with a public statement that said he was not involved in this litigation one bit, and he wouldn't have gained anything, not a penny financially if he had.
History of copyright legislation. Copyright Act of 1790, 14 plus 14, protection for 14 years with the possibility of renewal for 14 years. Work must be registered. Copy of work in repository. Copyright Act of 1909, 2828, protection for 28 years with the possibility of renewal of 28 years. Works published. Notice of copyright.
Let's talk about Chris Isaak and Baby Did a Bad Bad Thing. Chris released that song in 1995. That's 22 years after ZZ Top released Lagrange. So let's listen to both songs and see if there's similarities between the two. Now that I've learned how to play ZZ Top's song Lagrange, I obviously by default know how to play Chris Isaak's Baby Did a Bad Bad Thing. A 2-for-1, what a deal. Years later, ZZ Top brought legal action against the Chrysler Corporation in January of 1995. What happened is Chrysler was rolling out a new Plymouth, the Prowler, and blasting in the radio as they went up the ramp to make this dramatic entrance was Lagrange. The unfortunate part for Chrysler is that CNN that night played the clip, the promotional clip, and it was quite clear and quite documented in the background of Lagrange was playing in the car. Busted! ZZ Top also sued Japanese auto manufacturer Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi used a song that was a knockoff of Lagrange in a TV ad. Apparently, ZZ Top did not like it, did litigation, they settled out of court.
Boogie Chillin', Lagrange, Baby Did a Bad Bad Thing.
Thank you for listening. This is Morgan Rees, and I'll see you on the internet. If you enjoyed the content, please click like and subscribe.
If you'd like to learn more, log on to www.morganrees.com. That's morganrees.com. Thanks for listening.